Okay, we're going to do the texture by feel procedure, and the educators that attended the conferences got a brochure like this. Also in your proceedings book there's a texture by feel procedure that we're going to step through. And then once we're done with texture by feel, we'll go ahead and estimate the moisture in the soil. And again, you want to take a composite sample of the area you're testing, so you get don't take it just from one spot. Okay, to start, we're going to go ahead and take 25 grams of soil in the palm of my hand, and we're going to add water if it's not moist enough. In this case, I've already pre-added water. And the first thing it does is it asks the question, does the soil remain in a ball when it's squeezed in the palm of your hand? And here you see an example. It does maintain a ball, like a moist putty. And then the next question we go to, does the soil remain in a ball when squeezed? And the answer is yes, it will. If it doesn't, if it falls apart, it's too dry and I need to add some more moisture. So you want to have your water source close by. And then we want to place the ball. The next step is to place the ball between the thumb and forefinger, and then gently push the soil with the thumb, squeezing it upward into a ribbon like this. And then form a ribbon of uniform thickness and width, and allow the ribbon to emerge and extend over the forefinger, breaking from its own weight. So now you see that it's broke. So it did form a ribbon, so we say yes to that question. The next step is it make a weak ribbon that's 1 inch, less than 1 inch long before breaking. And if you notice, it's right at 1 inch, so I'm going to say yes, that it broke at less than 1 inch. And then the next question is to go on down to excessively wet a small pinch of soil between the palm of your hand. So we want to make it really wet, like this. Okay, so we can feel what it feels like. And it says, does the soil feel gritty? Or does the soil feel very smooth? Or is it neither gritty or smooth? So I'm going to have either a sandy loam, a silt loam, or a loam if you follow through. And in this case, it does feel gritty. Okay, so it's going to be a sandy loam texture. If it felt smooth, if I didn't feel that the grittiness in there, then it would be a silt loam. If it felt neither gritty or smooth, then it would be considered a loam. Okay, to summarize what we want to accomplish with the texture is we want to classify the soil into a texture grouping, either a sandy loam, silt loam, loam, sandy clay loam, silty clay loam, sandy clay, silty clay, clay, etc. And the importance of that is that different textures have different available water capacity. For example, a silt loam would have about 2.5 inches of available water capacity versus a fine sand. When you get on the sandy end of the scale, it may have less than 1 inch of water. So that's real important for things like nutrient management. It's also important to know your texture to get an idea of the cation exchange capacity and other important soil properties, and how to properly manage your soil. So that's the primary reason we want to do soil texture.